Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Zach, aka Keats39 here to break down another NBA slate here. Gonna be a quick one, as we already know what these two series are set up for. Having a lot of sample size from OKC Houston and Miami Milwaukee. I do expect that game to go a little different this time, so we're gonna get right into it. I'm starting off with Giannis. Still the top player on the slate to me, but like Miami does have guys that they can throw at Giannis, so it definitely makes it a little tougher. Um, Only 18 points on 12 shots last time. Almost to have a triple double. Like he does have the highest ceiling on the slate by a country mile. Even with Harden, like I guess maybe not by a country mile because Game 7 for Harden, but I definitely think Giannis is still the top stud here. That's probably the worst he could have possibly played last game and had 48 DK points. So like hit his floor. Don't expect that again. Um, Chris Middleton, he's another like I played him last slate and got really lucky that he was making every shot that he took in the first half at least. But like the series just doesn't set up well for him. Like he's gonna be followed by Jimmy Butler. Um, he's a fine play just because there's only 2 games and you're gonna take the points where you can get them, but just don't feel great about Chris Middleton here again. But like, so what he does have, he's gonna take a lot of shots still, and he's gonna play a lot more minutes than he typically does. Like 38 is probably where he's gonna be around. Um, have the Eric Bledsoe news again. It looks like he's trending towards playing. Um, Obviously, like if he comes back in, it really just I don't think he can play Eric Bledsoe because I can't see him just getting minutes because of hamstring injury. Um, but it eliminates like the George Hill play. He played 36 minutes last game. Like if Bledsoe misses, I have interest in him, even though he was terrible last game. Like didn't do much, but I still have interest there. A lot of minutes. Um, Brooke Lopez priced up a little bit. He's really tough. Like 1 rebound last game. Like he hit 8 of 10 shots. It's hard to play that. Like if he doesn't score, he completely flops. But like I do have interest, but just I don't know, overpriced for I don't know. I'll have some, but just don't feel great about it. Um, Pat Connaughton I think is a decent punt. He played 25 minutes last game. I think it's more if Bledsoe misses. Didn't play well, but like he's like the one bench guy that they trust a lot, especially like when George Hill's in the starting lineup. Wes Matthews at 3.5. I think he's in play just because you're gonna get to 25 minutes. You're probably gonna need some cheap guys. Um, like I think like him versus Kendrick Nunn's a really good debate. Like I'll probably prefer Kendrick Nunn even in the last minutes, but like Wesley Matthews is fine. DiVincenzo let us down last game. Only played 14 minutes. He just didn't have. Usually he's a pretty aggressive player, and he was not that last game. Um, but like and Marvin Williams, I think is one of the better punts. 21 minutes last game. It probably had a little bit to do with Giannis foul trouble, but like Giannis still played fair share of minutes. So I I think I do like him as one of the punts. Yeah, that's it for Milwaukee. It's just Miami's tough for them, man. Um, Over to Miami, Jimmy Butler. Like this series should not be a Jimmy Butler series. Like Miami is incredible at guarding the inside, terrible outside. Jimmy Butler awesome inside, terrible outside. So, but like last game, I mean, when a dude gets that high, like there's just nothing you can do. I really don't like. Probably prefer Chris Middleton, honestly, but don't blame anyone for playing Jimmy. I just like this series is not a Jimmy Butler series, but like I don't know. I definitely prefer Chris Paul over him, but I don't know. It's tough there. Bam Adebayo, I do like Bam still. Like I think he's gonna smash every game that he's not in foul trouble, but I do plan on him being in a decent amount of foul trouble. But like Brook Lopez is not made to guard Bam Adebayo. He's way too slow. Um, when Giannis guards him, there's a little more scare, but Goran Dragic, I do like a pretty fair amount. He went off last game. I wouldn't really expect that again, but I think like at this price you want like 30. If you get 32, you're really happy, and I feel very confident he gets me to 32. Um, wouldn't expect the 44 again, but I I think like literally the pick and roll last game with him and Bam, like they had no chance against it. Like he probably hit 5 or 6 floaters in the lane, like free buckets. So yes, I definitely like him. Tyler Hero, I expect probably to bounce back and get a couple. Like I don't know, he didn't hit the three or the. He was terrible inside last game. I don't really expect that to continue. Minutes were down a little bit, but I want nothing to worry about. I expect he's gonna have a couple big games. 5.3 is probably overpriced though. Same with Duncan. Like I probably won't have. I definitely prefer Hero over Duncan, but like I'm sure Duncan's gonna have a game where he gets a lot of threes because of how bad Milwaukee is at guarding them. But I don't know. It's really tough for me to play Duncan. Like he's another guy that has to probably hit 5 threes to even have a chance at hitting value. Jay Crowder, I'm really interested in. 35 minutes last game is a big boost from the game before. So he closed the last game after he didn't close any of the games against Indiana. But Iguodala was in foul trouble. Hold on. Excuse me. Yeah, I think like Jay Crowder, he's a pretty aggressive player, honestly. And like 4.6, if he's gonna get those minutes, definitely have interest. Iguodala I still have interest in. Like he was pretty good actually last game when he's in, but the 19 minutes is worrisome. I don't expect that to continue, but like Crowder was awesome against Giannis last game, so I definitely I could see them just rolling Crowder again. Like he's a better shooter, and if he's gonna defend Giannis like that well, sign me up. Kendrick Nunn, 16 minutes last game. It's like you need punts on this slate, but I don't know. It's tough. It's really tough. Like 9 shots in 16 minutes. Like that's like what I expect from him. They really want him to score off the bench. I don't know. It's really. I'll probably have some, but only because punts are terrible. Kelly Olynyk, I have a little bit interest in. Like another like the Bucks bad against the three ball. He got in foul trouble too in his like 20 seconds in the first half. But like I could see him getting the 20 DK points too, so I definitely have interest there. And that's all from that game. It's really gross. OKC Houston. James Harden, he's probably gonna. I expect him to get like 45 minutes here tonight. There's just no reason not to load him up. They need like a game. Like I don't know. It's kind of crazy that this got to Game 7. Like I've said all year, OKC was an underrated team. They have a really solid starting five, but like Houston is honestly, I think one of the top contenders for the title this year. But yeah, I kind of Game 7 is typically go more defensive, as you saw last night in a game that's been shooting out every time. Just go like in the 80s, maybe. I don't even know if it got to the 80s. I think it might have been 79. But Harden's a different story. Like I expect, I'm kind of talking myself into him over Giannis, but I'm probably gonna play Giannis. But I could definitely see James Harden. Russ, I kind of expect him to get cranked up to like 30 minutes. He was terrible last game. I think he's a GPP play, but everyone is talking bad about him, so I could see him going up have a massive game. Covington, he made me pull my hair out last game for switching off him last minute. I can't really see like back-to-back 40-point games, but it's like last game he had 5 steals and 3 blocks. Like that's a lot of points off defense. That I don't know how much you can maintain it, but like he's shooting the ball really well right now, so like definitely have interest. Yeah, he'll be more of like a last guy in for me, but I hate paying that for him. especially now that they have multiple guys that play at center. Eric Gordon got a little bit of a price drop. 35 minutes last game was really nice. Played poorly, but like I have interest in him at 5.8. Like he was, I don't know. He's gonna be better than what he was last game. When he attacks the hoop, he's so good. Like I think he just needs to like get the Russell Westbrook thing and just say screw the three ball and get to the hoop. But yeah, solid play there. Daniel House continues to get minutes. He's gonna be like right around 4x. So like the last guy in, I'll feel confident with him. Just that you definitely like don't want to build around him. Jeff Green overpriced, only played like 18 minutes last game. Yeah. PJ Tucker probably gonna be a lock for me again. Like he's probably gonna be around the 40-minute mark. Probably just gonna hover around the double double, just like he always does in the postseason. Like Steve Adams does not guard him from three, and like I don't know, he's gonna have a 4 or 5 3-point game here soon. I mean, he's hit 3 in 2 of the last 3, but like I expect a couple more, especially with attention focusing the Harden. Yeah, that's it from Houston over to OKC. Like I love Chris Paul again. I expect him to be really aggressive. Going to be around 40 minutes, maybe even a little more. It's really weird seeing his assist numbers so low, but like I know I like him a lot. Shea's a tough one. He's been chalky bust like 2 straight games, so I could see him being kind of low end. His minutes are great. But like, so I think a big part of him is right now he has to guard Russell Westbrook now, which I think that is really screwing with his head. Both games he's guarded him, he's been in foul trouble, has upped his turnovers. That's not like he's not a good defender, and I think it's a lot of pressure for him. I don't think he likes that. Dennis Schroeder, I have a lot of interest in. I'm probably gonna have him in all my lineups tonight. 5 for 16 last game was really bad. Only 2 free throws, so like I expect both those to go up. I think it's gonna be him and Chris Paul just carrying them tonight. Have interest in Steve Adams. Went up to 31 minutes last game. I think some of that had to do with Dort foul trouble. But like 14 rebounds in back-to-back games. Like if he gets to 10 and 14, you're loving it. Gallinari, he's tough. Like only 28 minutes last game. He had a great game, but you just can't guard these guys. And if he's not like he had the awesome third quarter, if he doesn't have like I don't know. I don't want to play him. I might I might prefer him over Covington just because I know he's a better scorer, but I don't know. That'll be like a last minute thing for me. Dort, I have some interest in Dort. Got a lot of foul trouble again last game, but like he's hitting his threes in the third. Honestly, like kind of brought him back, which was awesome to see because like I really root for this dude. He's a really good defender and gets a lot of crap talk for his shooting. But like honestly, his shooting isn't as bad as what people make it out to be. Just because he's like on the biggest stage, he's been shooting terribly. But like, he's not that bad. Like he's not Andre Roberson bad. Darius Baisley, I think, is interesting. 22 minutes last game. He's really aggressive when he's in. Like he gets after the glass. Like I honestly, like I think I said this last video that he needs to get more minutes. But that's 20 in 5x in back-to-back games. I have interest. Obviously, don't build around him, but. And finally, Nerlens Noel, I think, is a fine punt. Like 17 minutes last game. Like he's probably gonna get you double-digit points. Like obviously, don't expect 20 to 30, but with these punts, like I haven't started building, but I guess you need 1 or 2 like pure punts to get all the good players. So, because like the mid tier is really bleh outside of like PJ Tucker. So yeah, that's about it. I need to mention another play. For the first game, the showdown play that I would probably have 100% ownership is Kyle Korver. 16 minutes last game, and he was chucking when they were running like a little pick and pop or like a dribble handoff. Actually, is more what it was with Kyle Korver and Giannis, and it was working really well. Like Kyle Korver was getting a lot of open looks, so I really like him for showdown. I think he's playable for main. just because he's going to get in the shoot. And just like the Nerlens Noel, like, I feel confident about him, actually, especially even more so if Bledsoe's out. I think it might be a couple extra minutes. If not, I still like him. Like, he's still going to get 15 to 20 minutes. So, yeah, need to make sure I got that play. Yeah, that's about it. Definitely more of a showdown slate to me is like I don't know. I don't like making the choice between Giannis and Harden today. I could see one of them just breaking the slate. So, um, yeah, that's all. So good luck, everyone. Hopefully get back to good results again.